Hey, it's Tuxedo Mark. It just turned 6:10 p.m. on Thursday, April 6th, 2023, and I went to see the Super Mario Brothers movie, and it was awesome. And I'll get to my review, but I also want to show you the latest stuff that I got. First is package that arrived in the mail. I already mentioned that I had bought this, so I just want to open it up. Okay. And here we go. Paris the Memoir on CD. And it's got the description on the back. This is from HarperCollins publishers, Harper Audio. So this is read by the author, as it says on the bottom. Now, I already have the Audible audio book, so I've been reading the book, the Kindle edition, and following along while she reads the Audible. Um, but I wanted to get the physical copy. Um, I don't even know if I'll open this right away. I don't feel the need to. I think they said this is an MP3 CD, which means that the CD contains. Well, I'm not sure exactly. Because it's unabridged, so it's like 8 hours or something. I don't remember the exact length of what it was supposed to be, but yeah, 8.5 hours. 7 CDs. Okay, so it's just regular CDs, not MP3 CDs. Hey, Jonah, thanks for joining me. I paid a lot less than the advertised price here. This is for $1.99, and it was like 20 something. But yeah, I'll just put this away somewhere. As soon as I find a spot for it. But anyway, so now let's talk about the Super Mario Brothers movie. As I said, it was awesome. Now, I am a longtime Mario fan. I first got an NES on November 3rd, 1990. That was a Saturday. And yes, I do remember the date. Now, interestingly enough, I always thought at first that I had gotten it on November 2nd, but that was a Friday. So unless there was the teacher work day that I had off from school or whatever, then it was actually Saturday the 3rd. So I was kind of late getting an NES because the Super NES would be out in like 9 more months. Um, but I got the Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt game cartridge, so I played that, and that was my introduction to Mario. Now, at the same time, well, I shouldn't say at the same time. I don't remember when I started watching the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I believe I do remember watching some of it as it was airing in the 89-90 TV season, so that was probably before I got the NES. But I do remember it because I do remember seeing at least one of the uncut Zelda episodes. Because later on, when there were repeats of the Zelda episodes, they would cut them down. But I do remember at least I think it was Fairies in the Spring, the water park episode. I do remember seeing the uncut version on TV. So yeah. Anyway, and then in the 1990 to 91 season on NBC, I saw The Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 3. And then in the 91, 92 season, I saw the new Super Mario World. And then in 1993, I went to the theater with my niece and we saw Super Mario Brothers, the live action movie. Um, so, and I've played all three Mario games on the NES, and I've played a bit of Super Mario World. Probably not too many games since then. Um, I've played Mario Kart 8 on the Switch. I'm currently playing that. I'm playing Super Mario Maker 2. Um, anyway, so I went into this movie not quite sure what to expect, but I did not expect so many references to stuff from the 80s. Um, so when we are first introduced to Mario and Luigi, they're doing the plumber's rap from the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and I was kind of shocked to see that. Um, it turns out that they're making a commercial for their plumbing service, and yes, in the continuity of this movie, they are plumbers from Brooklyn. Okay, I was kind of wondering if they were going to acknowledge that or not, because from what I can tell, even though the cartoon series made by Deke back in the day had them be like Italian American plumbers from Brooklyn that come to the mushroom world, and the 1993 live action film copied that as well. As far as I can tell, Nintendo itself, its position seems to have been that Mario and Luigi are Italian, like from Italy, because of Mario's accent in the games and stuff like that. So I thought they were just ignoring the cartoons, which, fine, whatever, because Nintendo didn't make those cartoons. But that's what a lot of kids' ideas about Mario and Luigi are. They come from those cartoons. So it's great to see this new movie copy the same backstory from the cartoons for Mario and Luigi. And the whole Italian accent thing, it's just a gimmick that they do for the commercials. So yeah. Um Now let's see. Okay, so Chris Pratt as Mario, he's all right. It's not really what I expected Mario's voice to sound like based on the cartoons that I've watched. Charles Day, I believe his name is, voices Luigi. He's fine. Uh, by the way, Luigi is absent from a lot of this movie because when they arrive in the Mushroom World, Mario ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom. They split into separate pipes. So Mario ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom, and Luigi ends up in Darkland, or the Dark Lands, as they call it. So Luigi gets captured by Bowser, and Mario, who first comes across Toad, and Toad takes him to see Princess Peach, and they have to go and rescue Luigi, which, considering Bowser's about to try to conquer the Mushroom Kingdom, Peach was on her way to fight Bowser anyway. But first, they have to stop off in the Jungle Kingdom and get the Kong army to try to help them out. She wants to make some kind of deal with them and recruit them to help fight Bowser. So, or as I used to call him back in the day, King Koopa. And Bowser has a crush on Princess Peach, and he wants to force her to marry him. I feel like that's a plot that happened at some point. I don't know if in the games, but probably in one of the cartoons at least. Um, but anyway, the movie's really funny. I really enjoy the humor. Even before they get to the Mushroom Kingdom, they throw in little nods to the games. Like, the jumping around and running, and uh, it's really clever what they do to kind of hint at the games before they even get to the Mushroom Kingdom. And we get to meet Mario and Luigi's family. They're sitting down having dinner together. And the voice of Mario, like Nintendo's official voice of Mario, I believe his name is Charles Marinette, I think. He voices Mario's dad and another character, I think. I checked the end credits, and I think he voices two characters. I forget what the other one was. Um, so a lot of this is just adventures throughout the mushroom world to eventually get to Dark Land and rescue Luigi and stop Bowser. And I'm not going to spoil the whole thing, do it plot by plot, or anything like that. But it was really fun how they worked in so much stuff. Like they worked in the Mario Karts, like the kart, the kart racing and stuff like that. That was pretty good. Um, and of course Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Country and stuff like that. Um, One thing that I was kind of disappointed that they didn't utilize more was Super Mario Brothers 3. They didn't visit any of the other lands from Super Mario Brothers 3, just Darkland. Um, I would have liked to have seen the other lands represented, but I guess they can't fit everything in one movie. Maybe for a sequel. Uh, they do hint at Super World by playing some of the music a couple of times, especially when you see a group of dinosaurs like Yoshi's or whatever walking along, and they play the music. So that was nice. Let's see. They did not have Bowser's children, his Koopa kids, the Koopa Legs. They were not in this. They did hint at one of them, Ludwig von Koopa, because Bowser's playing the piano at certain points in the movie, and he's singing love songs about Peach. And the name Ludwig von Koopa is written on the piano, so I caught that. Let's see. There are various references to other old Nintendo games from the 80s, especially in Mario's bedroom. He even has an NES, and he's playing Kid Icarus near the beginning of the movie. Like, and they actually put the actual game footage in there. Um, he does use the raccoon suit toward the end of the movie, so that's kind of an acknowledgement of Super Mario Bros. 3. Um, I just wish there was more of that. And Peach is not really a damsel in distress. I mean, she kind of gets captured at one point, and Mario and Luigi are the ones that end up saving the day at the very end. But she doesn't sit on the sidelines. First of all, she's the one that motivate Mario to get him to actually, be good at doing this stuff. She goes through an obstacle course first, and then she has him do it and keep practicing until he gets it right. And even when he does it, she's like, "All right, let's go." Um, so, and interestingly enough, she recognizes him as being human, and she is kinetically taller than as in the games. But it's interesting that she wandered through when she was like a toddler, or she was at least young enough to be sucking out pacifier, and she walked into the Mushroom Kingdom, and the toads raised her and made her their princess. But she doesn't know where she comes from, and as she says, there's a huge universe full of galaxies and worlds out there. So she doesn't know where she's from. Mario theorizes she might be from his world. So that is kind of an odd thing in the game, right? That she's the human ruling the Mushroom Kingdom, and everyone else is like a toad, but she's human. So it's nice that the movie kind of, at least acknowledges that. Uh, I love the orchestral versions of the Mario themes that are used. And let's see, the score was composed by Brian Tyler, who I recognize his name from, I think he did the score for Watchmen. I think. And let's see, I'm near the end of the film. The battle moves to Brooklyn. Everyone shows up in Brooklyn. They're just battling it out in the street. And, Luigi has his heroic moment. And he and Mario have the courage to stand up to Bowser. One thing that I'm wondering, I don't remember them eating pizza at any point in the movie. Maybe when they were having dinner, but I'm not sure. I would have liked to have seen pizza in the movie. Now, there is a mid-credits scene and there is an end-credits scene, so if you're going to go and see it, wait till the end. Let's see. I would have liked to have seen the Do the Mario rap from the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Unfortunately, that wasn't in there. But at least they gave us a little bit from the original Super Mario Brothers cartoon series. That's more than I expected, honestly. And after the movie, which, by the way, the preview started at 11:30, and when I got out of the theater, I checked my phone. It was 1:49. So that was like, or not 1:49. Sorry, it was 1:19. It was 1:19. So that was an hour and 49 minutes. I think, yeah, an hour and 49 minutes from the beginning of the trip I left the theater. So it's a pretty short movie, probably around an hour and a half long, maybe a bit longer. But it's really enjoyable. I can't wait till it hits home video so I'll get it the first day. And then I'll just bring it home and watch it because I really love this movie. I haven't had this much fun in a theater watching a movie in a long time. Now, funny thing, later on I was checking Amazon and the upcoming 4K UHD physical release of the film is only number 2 on Amazon in terms of movies and TV. It's number 1 in Blu-ray, but it's not number 1 overall on movies and TV. You know what is? The 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie on DVD. That's the number 1 selling movie or TV series on Amazon at the moment. So yeah. And I don't have that. I should get that. I tried looking at Walmart. They didn't have it. But anyway. So now, okay, after the movie, I went to a nearby local pizza place I've never been to, and I had pizza because it seemed appropriate to have pizza for lunch after seeing a Mario movie, right? Yeah. Um, and also, I just went to look around the various stores in the shopping center, and I saw a store called Rue 21, which I've never been in before. It seems to primarily be for women or girls, probably more specifically, but judging by the fashion displays that they had with the models, it seems that there's stuff for guys too. But anyway, I went in there to look at the t-shirts and I found this. It's $21.99. It's a Street Fighter shirt, and I don't have one. I've got Mortal Kombat, but I don't have Street Fighter, and it's nice that it's got the characters on there too. Not all of them, obviously, but let's see. We got Sagat, Vega, and Bison, Ken, Sakura, Ryu, and Chun-Li. So that's pretty cool. And they gave me this bag too, which I guess I'll use for something. I don't know. But yeah, so that's that. And there are two more things that I bought, but I recorded a separate video for that, which I will upload eventually. So I'm not saying what I got right now. You'll have to wait for the video to find out. But anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed the Super Mario Brothers movie. Go and see it. I looked up to see if there was any kind of soundtrack album for it, and apparently there isn't. At least not that I could find, which is a shame because I wanted to hear some of this orchestral renditions of the various music from the games. They do use a few songs in the movie, which was surprising. When Mario is training and Peach is watching him train and also kind of falling asleep because she's getting tired of it. They play Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. Later on, when they're choosing carts, they can make their own custom carts, customizable carts. They play Thunderstruck by AC/DC, and at one point also they play Me by a-ha. And I think there's at least one or two other songs as well. I did not expect to hear AC/DC in a Mario movie. But anyway. That's about it. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. It's just a really enjoyable movie. So it's 6:33 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.